Okay, so this is the Queen's Chapel of the Savoy, which is a royal peculiar chapel that she holds as the Duke of Lancaster or something, and it's closed on a Friday. But here, John Ferdinand Etzerod, who was the young brother of Louisa, is buried. He's buried here on the 5th of February 1815. He died on the 30th of January 1815. He was born in 1812, so he was 3. It was the German Lutheran Church at the time. The sovereign had allowed the German Lutherans to worship here, and so that's why he's buried here. And it's quite interesting that the rest of the things all happen at St Anne's or St Martin's, but obviously for the death of a young child they returned to the German church that they'd come from. So this is it, and next time we're here we'll come in. Okay, so this is St Martin in the Fields. This is the font. And in this font was baptised Samuel Dykes on the 19th of August 1776, father of William Henry Hill Dykes. And then from the other side of the family, Louisa Etzerod was baptised here on the 15th of April 1810. Coincidentally, the family into which she would marry, William John Shelton and Elizabeth Rawlings, who are the parents of William Edward Shelton, who Louisa's daughter would marry, were married here on the 6th of May 1838. Okay, so this is St James's Piccadilly, and at St James's Piccadilly, Christian Etzerod and Mary Ann Weber were married on June the 18th, 1805. And it's Christopher Wren Church, and behind me you can probably see the door, presumably, that she went through to walk up the aisle to marry him. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so this is St George's, Hanover Square. Samuel Dykes and Mary Hill were married here on the 3rd of October 1803, and Louisa Etzerod and William Henry Hill Dykes were married here on the 25th of February 1832, with Louisa wearing this fabric on her dress. This was her dress fabric, I should say. And so, yeah, that was here in 1832. So, Mary Elizabeth Dykes was baptised here on the 2nd of November 1845 in that font. She went on to marry William Edward Shelton and come out to New Zealand. And Louisa Dykes nee Etzerod is buried here. She was buried here on the 25th of May 1851, having just given birth to her last child a month earlier. Oh, it's St Giles in the Fields.
Okay.
Okay. We're going? Okay. So I'm now standing in the churchyard of St Anne's, Soho, and behind me is what remains of St Anne's, which is the tower, and the rest of the church was destroyed in the Blitz, and on the other side they've got a kind of modern entrance thing and a little church going on, but they've kept this park, which was the churchyard. It says on the sign that 100,000 people were buried here, 14,000 of them between 1830 and 1850, and one of them was Samuel Dykes, who was buried here in 1833. So somewhere under my feet is Samuel, and also Mary Ann Etzerod was buried here in 1848. And so that's both sides, the Dykes and the Etzerods, who were eventually William and Louisa married, and so this was obviously their parish church and probably where William and Louisa met, hopefully fell in love. William's mother, Elizabeth Mary Hill, was baptised here on July the 10th, 1783, which is quite a long time ago, and William Henry Hill Dykes was baptised here on the 1st of August 1804. All of William Henry Hill's siblings were baptised here as well, and then Louisa and William's children, 5 of them were baptised here, and 2 of them at St Giles in the Fields, where we've already been, and the others at St Mary's, Lambeth, after Louisa died, but we'll be there on another day. So this church was the centre of both the Dykes and the Etzerods families' lives, and here we are.